This video is a little bit of a follow-up on another video that we did a couple of months ago, and it actually follows on from a message that we were sent by Ed. What we're going to do in this video is demonstrate how we hand carve numbers upon a love spoon or wooden item. To do this then, there's a few questions that we've been asked at different times about carving letters, numbers, carving in general. And one thing is regarding the tools. I know tools are an area that a lot of people have interest in. And we quite often get asked about things like the length of the gouge, the width of the gouge, how wide is it in centimeters, how long is the gouge. Now, when you're doing something like this, it doesn't matter. And with a lot of the carving that you do, you have to adapt to whatever tools you've got. So for a simple technique like carving letters and numbers, you have to make the font and the style and the size of letter fit with your gouges. So for instance, what I'm going to demonstrate as well when I do these numbers, as I'm doing these numbers, what I'll demonstrate is the use of larger gouges to do a number and smaller gouges to do a number. So here we go. Let's just demonstrate how you can carve the numbers on a piece of woods. As you're doing this then yourself, this is another thing, it's governed by the amount of space that you have on the piece of wood that you're carving. So we're working in love spoons. Sometimes we're trying to make the letter bigger to fill the gap, and other times we're making the letter smaller because we've got less wood to work in. So that's something that you might want to have a little look at yourself. There's not one sort of size fits all. You have to adapt whatever you're doing to fit the tools that you have and the wood, the individual project that you're working on. So that's why we don't give out things like, oh, this gouge is 2 centimeters wide, this one here is, say for instance, 1.8 centimeters wide. It doesn't really matter for a lot of the wood carving that we're doing. The important thing is that you adapt the technique to fit your tools and to fit on the piece of wood that you're working. Now again, you may find when you come to have a go at doing this yourself, you may find that the font and the style that I do them doesn't actually suit yourself. So try it, but try different methods and different techniques, because at the end of the day, it's whatever that suits you best. It's not what suits me best. This is just a demonstration of a possible technique that might help out. But that's why if you try different techniques, try different styles and find the one that suits you best and the one that you like the best. practice doing letters and numbers on a scrap piece of wood, you can build your confidence up and get your technique the way you like it before you actually go and try and do that on the finished love spoon or whatever you're carving on. You can use something like carbon paper or a pencil, and you can actually mark it onto the wood itself if you prefer. But again, afterwards you're going to have to take the lines back out. So there's different ways that you can do it, and there's different ways you can play around with the technique. But those are some ideas for carving letters and numbers on wood. There you go, that's just a simple method that you might consider using for including numbers upon a love spoon or any wooden item you might be making. It's a simple little method, as you can see, and you can adjust, that's why we demonstrated the 1 and 2 there, you can adjust the size of the numbers to fit the space that you have to carve in, or to fit the different gouges that you have. Thank you again for watching. Hopefully that video is useful. Don't forget to
subscribe,
and we'll be back again soon with more videos. Thank you all again.